Hey guys, what's up? It's Mayra here, and it has been a whole week since I created a video, so I said, why not create a video? I decided, why not review another story for you guys? Because I recently finished a story. It was on my list of books, and I just wanted to share it to you guys. And I mean, I am doing WattPad reviews, aren't I? So why not have a review for itself? So if you guys did not see my other video, it is called the story Chasing Red by Isabel Ronan or Isabel Ronan. If you guys have not seen the book on my review list in my WattPad, probably not everybody has, but it's one of the recent ones. It's called Chasing Red, as if you haven't heard. It is officially completed. So coincidentally, I think I already said it before, but I had read it and I really liked it, but it was incomplete. She was still working on it. Stupid call. I was very impatient, and so I kind of just stopped reading it, got rid of it, and it looked like it was finally completed. So I'm really stoked to be reviewing the story because I really enjoyed it. Now, before I start, let me give you guys kind of like the list of information for this story. So it's called Chasing Red. I'll probably post a picture like right here. So it has 79 chapters, so it looks like she's going back and forth and fixing the book, just editing it and everything. It is a genre of, I like to call it chick lit. If you guys did not get that before in my other videos, chick lit is basically almost like a chick flick but based on books. And so yes, I like romantic stories, so I will be reading romantic stories. So it's I like to consider it being a chick flick. It is romantic. I like to say also it's a bit of a comedy, so it's a rom-com. It's really funny with the friends and just the interaction between characters, and it is a new adult. And you guys are not kind of familiar with the way WattPad kind of differentiates books. There's young adult, which is to me teen fiction. So what it is it's young adult. It is stories that are between ages of like 16 to 18, 19. New adult, it is age ranges from like 19 to 23, 24, kind of where I'm at. So I'm able to relate more in these stories than I am in the teen fic, because in the teen fic, obviously my life was not as adventurous as theirs. So it doesn't excite me. Just kidding, it does. I'm reading other books that are teen fic, so it's a new adult story. It has each chappy, it ranges between, I would say 3,500 to about 5,000 words per chapter, which is an average length. You will take longer because obviously there's 70 plus chapters, but it is worth the read. Just take your time because literally it's worth knowing the characters and the plot and just everything about it. Synopsis of the story. So it is about a young girl, I forgot her name, Veronica. So it's about a young girl named Veronica, or young woman, 2021 I think, who is a college student and unfortunately has lost her home. And so going through this grief of loss, I guess, if you want to say it like that, she decides to be spontaneous, be sexy, and go out to the club and just get, I was gonna say a swear word, get drunk. So go through that, spunkiness, she meets Caleb, and they become friends, and then I guess an agreement happens between them. And no, it's not a sexual thing, it's more of a place to stay and just things of the sort. It's more convenient for her with his help. Yeah, throughout that process, romance evolves, and she meets friends, she finally gets a job, things happened, and yeah, like I really enjoyed the story because he's like the Casanova of a college, she's this mystery girl, like what's gonna happen, and love is in the air between these two, or is there? There's also two other characters who are ship name Cam, and I loved how crazy and just swear words, and it's just awesome. There is the prequel. I was gonna say sequel, but it's not. It's a prequel to their love story. So I'm excited for that. She hasn't written anything, but it's like only one chapter in it. So there is a side note to this. This story is explicit. There is sexual content. There is a lot of swear words, and I mean a lot, especially with her best friend who swears in every single sentence. There is a bit of some alcohol used in it as well. So yeah, it's an adult story. Yes, there is sexual content, but it's not like every story that, or not every story, but some other stories that I have where they're like constant. This one is, I think there's only about 2 or 3 scenes. She does kind of warn you in the beginning by saying virginized, you know, if you don't want to read this, and skip the chapter or skip the part. But then eventually she just stopped warning you guys. So just kind of a warning to you if you want to read this. Sexual content does start slowly progressing, and she does warn you from the beginning, but then after, it's your luck. Swear words, she does also warn you. One of the characters, Cammy is her name, and she just swears like a sailor. I think worse than the sailor, so you've also been warned by the author. That's kind of a side note for you guys if you're interested. Again, it's an explicit book, but it's worth the read if you're not, you don't really care. It's really good. It's well written. The author did amazing. I definitely give it a 4.9, only because the ending, I was not disappointed, but I wanted more. Then again, I've been reading a lot of stories that have happy endings, and obviously the happy endings they get married, there's kids, happily ever after, and with them it was a little bit different. It didn't end that form, but things did happen for them in a good way. So yeah, like, I'm not, again, bashing it. I think I just give it a 5 out of 5. Really, it's a good read. There's a reason why it has a lot of reads. There's a reason why it's a viral story. It has 71 million reads, guys. That's how much it's loved. That's how much the story is loved. I am out of breath. Okay, this is my talk for Chasing Red. Now, from here on out, I will be doing on a whole complete rant on the story, and it will have a lot of spoilers. So if you guys want to not, get the spoilers, then I will probably stop here and go check out the video and come back, or check out the book and come back and join the rant with me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for even checking this video out. And if you do like the story, comment below with it when your favorite moment of the story, and try to be vague. We don't want any spoilers down in the comments for those who really want to read it. Now, for those who don't really care and just want to know the story or what's going on in the story, keep going with this video because I will be going on a rant. So readers out there who want to check it out, go on WattPad. I'll leave the link below with all the information on this story, and let me know how it goes. And for those of you guys who want to just give it a rant with me, if you have read it, comment below with the vague spoiler and favorite scene, and just kind of come along on this ride to my chat of Chasing Red. Alrighty, first of all, Veronica, or as Caleb likes to call her, Red. There's a reason why it's called Chasing Red, because she's red. I was frustrated with her at times, but then I understood why she was so closed off by everyone, because she was just so traumatized by things that happened with her family. Her mom dying, her dad being awful, and just everything. And it still frustrates me, but it's like, come on, Caleb is in love with you. Just open your arms and love him too. And then there's Caleb, who is this amazing Casanova kid who goes from loving every woman around him to loving this woman in his home, and he's just consumed by her. It's lust, it's love, it's admiration, it's everything. And it makes me want to have or find a guy that's like him, because I wish that, and I like how he's not necessarily overprotective, but he's jealous, but it's his first time being in a relationship. Like, he's been with women, he's been with numerous women sleeping and all that enchilada, and then he finds this one girl that he cannot hold on to because she just keeps running away, and it's like the more she runs, the more he wants her, the more he chases Fred. Ow! I love how it's like an up and down ride, and then once they have the breakup for a moment, or things happened, you get to see that she's like, fuck, like I ruined it, like I should be with him, like why did I just do that? When I met Cammy in like a couple chapters in, I loved her, and I love how Isabel writes it to where she knows that she's not model looking or beautiful like Veronica's supposed to be. I like how she knows that she's an average Jane. She's plain, and she's got no boobs, and she's got it's me but blonde in the book. That's how I feel. So just seeing those kind of, just like being able to read that she understands, but she just her personality is what everybody loves. It's I am able to relate to this character, though she is a sailor in disguise because she swears so much, but I love it. Like, it makes me want to look for a friend that swears like her. Like, she just uses tits and ass and just enjoyed how she is and how confident she is in her own skin. But then it's like, once she is around Cameron, it's like, well, does he love me or not? And I just really hate him. Like, I just hate the fact that he wants her to have a good life because of his family past. It's like, okay, I get it, but you shouldn't let that go to waste. Like, you love her, you love each other, and he knows that she's a plain Jane, but he still finds her beautiful. And she knew that when she was with him, but then it's like they break up, and then he sees her with other women, and it's like she's freaking out, and it's like, I'm so ugly and I have no boobs, and oh, where are they? How that happens, and then how immediately it's too late. Immediately they become friends with Beth. I love how Beth is almost, it's like she's in between Red and Cammy with a sense of language and just who she is. Like, to me, she looks shy, but then she's intimidating, but then she speaks clear, but then she swears a lot, so it's like, oh. And then how they instantly become good friends because she's also having a dilemma with a guy who she's in love with, but he doesn't really notice because he was such a nerd and this and that. It's like a freaking web of chains. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. I love how it evolved. It evolved. A lot of stories that I've read just like jump from A to Z, and it's like, whoa, didn't they just meet like yesterday? Now they're engaged because she's pregnant. It's like, how do you know she's pregnant if you guys just met yesterday and she was a virgin, but you guys did it last night? So what? Hey guys, so I have to be really quiet because my brother and cousin are out there.